SSL, and then you'll be able to throw a live app URL to your customers. All this journey, we're going to do it in next 10 minutes. By end of this video, you shall have hosted application, authentication layer, cloud code, database, and audit logs put together just through simple plain English. So I've just lifted that here there are 10 tasks to be done, and it will start doing one by one. Welcome to Cloud Sprint again. Vibe coding is fun until your demo meets the real world. On my first launch, I learned the hard way that a cute prototype isn't a product. It looked great, but it couldn't deliver a professional grade app. There was no secure, reliable backend behind the UI. There was no enterprise level hosting with the basic authentication, web hosting, scalability, and a real database. To make it even run, I had to stitch together a handful of third-party tools. And because there was no CI/CD, every improvement felt risky and slow. That's the reality for most vibe coding tools. Awesome for starting, but fragile for shipping. Today, we're going to do it differently. We'll keep the creativity and speed that makes prototyping fun, and we'll land it a production end-to-end application. We'll use Cursor to build with simple plain English prompts. We will use MCPs to connect Cursor to our backend tools automatically, and we will use Back4App for the serious parts, which is authentication, data, server rules, hosting, so that we can ship something real to our customers within minutes. Here is what we are building. It's called Pulseboard. It's a simple feature voting board. People sign up, post ideas, and vote for what matters. Moderators can move ideas to the flow, and behind the scenes, the server enforces fair rules, which we keep. We'll also keep an audit trail for who did what and what roles make sure the right people have the right buttons. All these applications we will build within next 10 minutes and see how it goes. Here is what I'm talking about. For developing any prototype, we need a IDE. In this case, we will be using Cursor IDE. We'll be sending some prompts, which is simple plain English. And then Back4App MCP server, which is an integration layer. We'll be provisioning all our requests. This is the provisioning API for Back4App platform, this MCP. And with this, we will be able to generate authentication layer, databases, cloud code, which is the backend logic for all our application, roles, CLPs, web hosting, CDN, SSL, and then you'll be able to throw a live app URL to your customers. All this journey, we're going to do it in next 10 minutes. By end of this video, you shall have a hosted application, authentication layer, cloud code, database, and audit logs put together just through simple plain English. So without a delay, let's shift to the step 1, which is our Cursor IDE, and kick off the command to generate an application. But before that, I want to introduce you what is Back4App. Back4App is an applications backend, which is really simplified, and you can launch your backend within minutes with no infrastructure hassle. It's a low-code platform, completely AI powered. It is already used by a lot of big tech in the world. With simple MCPs, you can use all these capabilities over here. It is also ISO certified GDPR 2. The best part is that you can get it for free to get started. Just click on pricing. It will take you to the journey that, hey, there's a free plan. You can have 25,000 requests. Once you start getting more traction to your application, you can use the MVP too. They have recently launched their MCP, and it's super awesome. I have tried it. Why to talk more? Let's get started and show you what it is capable of. Before that, let's go ahead and create an account. I have created already. So you go ahead and try to log in with your Google account. Once you log in, you need to click on My Apps, click on here, and click on Account Keys. Once you click on Account Keys, it will take you to this UI. You need to just write the purpose. So I'm just writing Cursor MCP. And then I just clicked on plus. It has generated a key for me. This key is really important. You're going to use it to set up your MCP server. All your hosting applications will be used here. Right now you can see my apps is completely empty. There's no application hosted here for me. All the documentation part is here. You can follow this along, generate it, and do it yourself too. But right now, just follow along with the video. Once you have this API key to connect the MCP server, we will go to Cursor IDE and try to connect the MCP. Open your Cursor IDE, click on Settings. Within Settings, you'll go to MCP and Integrations. Here, you'll click on New MCP Server. Once you click here, I have already done this setup. You need to add your Back4App application. This is the account key. This account key is exactly what I have generated. Once you do this, switch it on, switch it off, you will see within minutes, it will be synced to your to your account. And then whatever you push from here, it will completely be working with it. So once your MCP server setup is done, you would move to prompt section. All right, here's my prompt. We are going to build a Pulseboard feature voting app, which is backend plus React. I'm saying create a new application, which is name is this, front end is this, with CSS, track the full lifecycle idea. And then I'm just talking about that my platform is backend via MCP, React, Back4App Web Hosting I'm going to use, end-to-end auth, live deploy. Requirement one shot is this. This is my backend. This is my roles, my some fixes, some services. Yeah, I'm just saying do it here. I'll put this in description, but you could just start with the plain English. One pro tip: whenever you are building something, go to any AI agent and ask it, hey, can you suggest the prompt for me? That's the best way to create any prompt. So I used ChatGPT to create this one, and this has given me a very detailed prompt. Hopefully this should work in one go. Once I have pasted the context, I'm gonna hit the button. Now it will take some time. It will kind of frame it everything. Right now, cursor has just lifted that, hey, there are 10 tasks to be done, and it will start doing one by one. Now, technically, what is happening? Technically, cursor you have prompted to the MCP server. MCP is talking to APIs, and it is just trying to generate all this code for you through that MCP. Soon enough, you'll have an live URL to host this application. So let's get going. I'll move the video to fast forward to see how it's going. Great, you can see now it has created most of the steps. It kind of took it down into 9 steps, and right now it is trying to deploy to Back4App through web hosting and final web URL. Now there are some errors. The cursor agent is fixing it itself. Meanwhile, let's go back while it is trying to fix the error and deploy it. We will go back and check how is our Back4App dashboard looks like. Here goes the Back4App dashboard. Let's see if there's any application is created. Wow, you can see there's an application automatically created. When you click on dashboard, you can go ahead and see that. You can see all the details, like what is the API URL, what is the databases. You can completely control the way we used to do it earlier hosting. It is creating databases, okay? It is creating users. It will, once it finishes, it should create ideas, vote, index manager. You also get cloud console, you get APIs, you get logs, you get within logs, you can get info, error, access, everything. All right, this is great. This is super cool. Like without doing anything, your application should be up within any minute. Let's go back and check. Once it's up, we'll come back again to this dashboard. You can see it has created the application. It has deployed completely. And this is our live application. Let's go ahead and test if it's working. It is also talking about what things it has built through Back4App, the idea, the voting, the audit logs, the front end, UI, UX, tech stack, all the details it has. It's a completely production grade application. Let's go back and check whether it works. We came back here and let's try to open the application now. Great. This is what we expected it to be. So let's try to sign in. First of all, we have to sign up. Let's say, or I have a better idea. Let's go back to cursor and tell it to create an account. Can you create 10 users and 50 topics with votes, and give me admin rights. Now what I'm saying, that through MCP, just go to my database, create the sample data. So my website doesn't look like a vanilla plain. Okay, it must have some data. So this will create a cdata.js, and it will kind of feed the data which is needed. I have asked 10 users and 50 topics, which we can go ahead and vote. It will take some time, but meanwhile, you can go back and try to explore the application. This is our application. These are the ideas. Whatever ideas it comes, you can sort it, you can all it. So let's try to sign up. Once you say user one, let's say user1@gmail.com, password try to sign up. Yeah, once you sign up, it will say, okay, so we have logged in now. Now, if you want to create a new idea, you can create it. What do you think about vibe coding? Then we can say description, AI, create idea. Now this should be part of here. Everybody can vote to it, right? That's the Pulse vote is all about. And even you can go back and you can upvote something. Okay, any topic if you want to vote. Of course, you can vote yours. So once you sign out, now you can see there's a there's a topic which you just created. Similarly, you can see all these applications that Reddit and all takes care of this, does this thing only. Coming back to cursor, you can see it has created seed users, random votes and add comments, and their sample login credentials it has also created. So now you can see how easy it is to create an application from scratch to production. You can use this application to run your ideas, to get vote, to discuss about any sentiments and get a pulse board about anything the way Reddit and other products does. Before we conclude, I just want to showcase you what is happening actually in the background. What is happening right now? User is sending request. React frontend hosting, which is hosted by Back4App, is sending you assets. Then your authentication layer is completely taken care by again Back4App. After that, your all business logic is here, which is like submitting new ideas, creating ideas, or database. From there, you're returning if you're voting anything. Your idea is created. We just created an idea. You saw that. Once you click on vote, that is again going to databases, and audit logs also are taken care. This entire RBAC policy info and roles are enforced by RBAC through Back4App. Great. You can see how easy it was to build an application end-to-end within few minutes through Back4App MCP and Cursor IDE. You could start doing the same. If you have any question, please feel free to comment on the video. I would love to discuss and answer that. And do find all the details in the description box. All the best building new applications. Thank you so much for watching. Have a good day.